I was living near a place called Varanasi, one of the sacred pilgrimage center of Hinduism, place called Ghazipur. I was serving a sadhu, old monk, who was very sick. It's a small town, a small hospital, a small ward, some 2-3 steel cot and bed and few old steth and BP machine and a green screen. You can visualize an Indian village hospital, you can imagine. This sadhu whom I was taking care, next bed, the patient was about to die. This old doctor and that old nurse, both of them are trying to revive him, support him. He was, the guy, the patient who was dying must be less than 50. So they were trying to help him. But I could see he's already started dying. Please listen. First time I saw death in 4 dimensions. I'll describe as much as I can. You have 7 parts in you. Your body with flesh, blood. This is the first part. Second is your breathing. Your breathing, that's the second part. Third, you are thinking. Fourth, you are feeling. Fifth, the area you experience during deep sleep, from where you are experiencing feeling. Understand? First, this flesh, blood. Second, breathing, prana. Third, thinking, mind. Fourth, feeling, emotions. Fifth, the deep sleep state, which is called causal layer, from which all this feeling, thinking, everything happens. Sixth, the soul, your individual soul, consciousness. Seventh is the cosmic soul, Paramatma, Nirvana, enlightenment. All these 7 put together is you. Please listen. If the cosmic soul is an ocean, your private beach is individual soul. Clear? If cosmic soul is ocean, your private beach is individual soul. So you can't say individual soul does not belong to cosmic soul. Your private beach is also ocean. You can't say you are having ocean. It's your private beach. How many of you understand? So all these 7 put together is you. I could see this guy moving from one to another. First, in his body, the heavy pain chemicals are released. How many of you experienced scorpion bite in your life? Scorpion bite. Scorpion bite. Any? Usually, if the scorpion bites in that area, for you not to feel the pain, your body will release the painkillers, anti-pain chemicals. That will only make that whole area swell. Any doctors here? Your body has a natural anesthetic methods. Do you know that? If the pain goes beyond certain limit, your body itself will release automatically painkiller inside, the anesthesia, and you will fall into unconscious state, coma. First, exactly that is what has happened to that guy. There was so much of pain in the body, as if his skin is being peeled. so much painkiller was released inside the system, he fell into coma. Automatically. The moment he fell into coma, all his patterns become alive and vital. It is like 25 kids are in the house and parents are not there. What will happen to that house? 25 violent, wild kids and parents are not there in the house. That is the way, if your consciousness is missing, and that is the way your patterns behave. Even while the kids behave, you know, your consciousness is like a father. Your patterns are all kids. When your consciousness is not there, when you become unconscious, coma stage, patterns just make ruckus. I could see his unconscious soul was kicked like a football. Imagine in this house, in this room, one football is there and 25 football players are there. If all of them kick at that ball, what happens? So all his desire patterns are kicking at him. The ball is flying from one corner to another corner. His soul, unconscious soul, which is in coma. All your patterns have a deep vengeance on your soul, your consciousness. Please listen. Please listen. I could see in that person all the desire patterns are kicking him, asking, I told you fellow, I want to live, I want to live, I want to live. You did not fulfill me, complete me. Desire is nothing but the commitments you gave it to you. Understand? The commitments you gave it to you, all stands there and questions you. Why you did not fulfill me? Honor me. Then somehow that soul jumps to the next level. Next level, all the guilt, inauthenticity comes up. And say, I told you we should have lived like that, like that. Why did you do this, do this? The first, the lack of integrity patterns are kicking you. Desire. Next, inauthenticity. The guilt patterns. I can say this is the space when the individual soul feels hell. So individual soul experiences hell. Getting it? Hell is not actually separate. Geographical, it is psychological. And then soul moves to next. All the pains you experience in your life, your irresponsibility patterns, that comes up and shatters, beats the soul which is already unconscious. Then it finally goes and falls into that deep sleep layer. From there, it doesn't move further. It immediately goes and takes next body. In that unconsciousness itself. So that is why you do not know what kind of a house, parents you are choosing. You just close your eyes and walk. After entering only you open your eyes and see, oh God, I thought I am coming to the cinema theater. Now only I understood. I came to the garbage tank. Oh, you are a garbage can. I thought you are a Pizza Hut. After you enter into the garbage tank, garbage lorry, you say, I thought I am in the Pizza Hut. But now you cannot change. You have taken already one more body. Exactly this is what happens while you die. Please understand, I am giving you the visual description of what happens. You do not touch your individual soul or cosmic soul, your individuality, without even touching your individual soul or the cosmic soul consciously, takes another one birth. It is like you are dreaming, without even waking up, you fall asleep and again dream. Again fall asleep, again dream. You never come to waking state. How many of you understand? That's the way body is assumed. This is the third death I saw in my life. And fourth death is my own death. One funny thing you need to know, when this guy died, when this patient died, the Swami became all right. That's a very strange thing I have seen in my life. In your street, if 4 or 5 people are about to die, if one old man dies, all others will recover. How many of you have observed this? Even in the hospital. I also don't understand why, but I know this happens. So this Swami whom I was taking care, I thought this Swami will die and that guy will recover. And that fellow died and this Swami recovered. So I continued my journey in (1999), when I was 20, in Varanasi, Manikarnika Ghat. I was sitting in a place seeing the dead bodies being burnt. Manikarnika Ghat is the oldest crematorium in the world. That's the world's oldest and largest crematorium. I was sitting there and seeing the bodies burning. I realized one day my body is also going to be burnt like this. So I should learn the secret of death. I sat there in meditation. After 2.5 days, I realized my own body is just a matter. It is dead, but I am alive as a consciousness. That unclutching between my body and me happened. It was a powerful realization. What happened, I'll explain later. When I answer your questions, I'll explain. So this is experience of my own death. Fourth death. Fifth death is in Bangalore. See, after my own death experience, I came to Central India. In the Central India, I realized my incarnation hood. In 2000, then 2001, I came and settled down in Tamil Nadu. And 2002, I came to Karnataka. 3, I started this Sangha organization. In 2002 end, or I can say 2003 beginning, I think. In Bangalore, I was attending a patient, one of our devotee. To heal, I went to hospital. In the hospital, the next bed patient was dying. That time I watched. The patient was dying without any pain, like a knife in the butter. He was very smoothly leaving the body and disappeared into the ocean, enlightened. I was shocked when I investigated. I did not see any special reason why this guy became enlightened, because he was not a meditator, he was not a religious guy, no guru. I was wondering how come he became enlightened. When I contemplated, I realized he was dying in the presence of an incarnation. So naturally, my presence has contributed for his peaceful passing away. Then I meditated, how can I give this help to people? If there is any way I can help people to have this peaceful death, an enlightenment while you leave the body, that will be the greatest service. For my contemplation and meditation, the answer I received is the program you are going to do for next 3 days. The process of death, going through all your patterns and experiencing the ultimate restful awareness, ultimate peace inside you, the best preparation for your death. We are not quickening the process of death, but we are preparing for the process of death.